Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions.
You're watching Young Tripp Reactions, the show where rapper Young Tripp reacts to the latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
And that's the part that really ticks me off. The fact that she has a disability and they allow this mess to go down. Regardless of a disability, this should not be happening. But the fact that she has an intellectual disability and these uncivilized mutt parents allowed this mess to go down. That's why they're on Young Tripp Reactions. What do you mean it isn't the first time? Bruh. $500,000 to join a club. Come on now, man. That club better have everything in it to pay that much money. Come and smoke some meth with me. He told minor children that. You know he said more if he said that, y'all. This relative was defending his family, and he's sitting in jail. You know me as an activist that I have to react to something like this. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that fit the channel, post them in my community tab or send it to me over on Instagram. If you have anything personal that you have going on that you may want me to bring some more awareness to, send me a direct message over on Instagram and we can see if it fits the channel or fits something that I want to bring awareness to.
You can also send those things to Young Tripp's Facebook, and make sure you follow him on both those things. All links will be below.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame. Let's get into this. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The next video we're gonna do is couple sets up another couple to unalive them over $75,000 or something like that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram, because I post over there as well too. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Let me know about the civil rights attorneys involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved, where I can join them as an activist myself and the fight for justice for you or your loved one. If it does involve a friend or a loved one, see if they want to come onto the channel, tell their story involving the police or whoever the situation was. The same thing applies to you if the situation is involving you. You know, you can come on and tell your own story if the situation is involving you as well with your relative or whatever, or if it's just involving you, everything still applies. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. And let's get into this. My homie, Trey King.
YouTube. What's going on? Tripp again to y'all in this video. Hope you're having a very great day. Hope you're having a very great week. My day is going absolutely wonderful. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to all of you. And you all, we on a story out of North Carolina by way of Morganton. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of North Carolina, everybody outside the great city of Morganton. Now before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now you all, I want you all to pay close attention to this video and use this story as a cautionary tale as to why, if you ever come into a large sum of money or be blessed with anything of value, please keep it to yourself. And now as you all hear this story, I want you to ask yourself today, what other ways could this couple have gotten the $75,000 instead of killing another couple for it? Now, this story also right here.
And you hear how crazy that is? You as a couple, you and somebody else that you're dating or married to, went and unalived two other people who are dating or married to each other. Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. There is no money in the world worth unaliving another person over, especially if it was their money and they didn't like steal from you or anything like that. And even then, you need to really be mindful. Do you really want to go to prison, even if somebody did take from you, to try to get it back? But especially in a case like this, that it sounds like, where one couple went and basically robbed another couple and ended up unaliving them. Absolutely insane. And you got to be mindful of what you tell people and how much they know if you don't really know them like that. And sometimes even if you know them like that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. And let's really get into this.
To show you why you. And now as you all hear this story, I want you to ask yourself today, what other ways could this couple have gotten the $75,000 instead of killing another couple for it? Now, this story also right here will show you why you cannot help everybody, and also beware of the signs. Like I always tell you all, there are always signs. As in the case of this story right here, where we have a married couple who were murdered in their sleep over a $75,000 life inheritance. And now what makes the story so appalling, family, is the fact the deceased woman, Carla Murray, she was co-workers with the woman who set it all up. They worked at a hemp shop together. The woman goes by the name of Tosha Lewis, and she was basically telling Tosha Lewis, along with a few people around town, that she was coming into a lot of money. Check this out.
Carla Murray had recently inherited a large amount of money, $75,000, and a lot of people knew that.
If Philippians 4:19, that says, my God will supply all of your need according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. If that's true, why do so many Christians still struggle financially? I mean, they love God.
At least for Carla Murray had recently inherited a large amount of money, $75,000, and a lot of people knew that.
At least for a year prior to this, she was talking about how they were going to get a lot of inheritance.
And as you all heard, it was a few people around town knew that Carla Murray was coming to a large sum of money because she was basically telling everybody.
Yeah, and you can't be doing that. You can't tell a lot of people that you coming into a large amount of money, because people are going to start being jealous. People are going to start feeling some type of way. People are going to wonder, why not me? And then they're going to start coming up with ways on how they can make it be them. And that includes unaliving you to get it. You should never tell somebody that you're coming in to a large amount of money, because people going to have their own agendas on what they would want to happen, which is you basically giving it to them. Or they thinking about what they could do with all the money after them getting rid of you. Let's continue.
Speaking, these people, and as you all heard, it was a few people around town knew that Carla Murray was coming to a large sum of money because she was basically telling everybody, thinking these people will be happy for her. But at the same time, you got to understand one thing, family, today, that just because you are blessed with something or just because you're getting something and you're glad about it, that don't mean everybody else is going to be happy and cheerful with you. And I'm quite sure that Carla Murray didn't think that things would turn out for the worst like they did. But at the same time, she made that one ultimate mistake when she told Tosha Lewis, evil ass, that she was coming to this money. Because once again, that was the mastermind who set the whole thing up. Now, Also, what's so troubling about this story, family, before we dive deep into it, is the fact that the killer who actually pulled the trigger, Jamar Propst, he was out on bond, you all, for another murder. Check this out.
Absolutely insane. So he was out on bond for another unaliving that he already did and just didn't care about doing it again, especially because I'm sure she offered him money. This is absolutely insane. Let's continue.
And at the time of the murder,
That the killer who actually pulled the trigger, Jamar Propst, he was out on bond, you all, for another murder. Check this out.
and at the time of the murders here in Burke County, Jamar Propst was actually out of jail on another murder case, a high-profile murder case over in Catawba County involving Eddie Green. Scott, I asked about his bond set in that case. It was only $100,000.
And I know some of y'all
Only $100,000? That's nothing. He unalived somebody. Wow. And then he was able just to get out and do it again. That really just ticks me off as a person who always wanted to do homicide work. And we can't even keep the people who just don't care about unaliving people and keeping them in prison or in jail until they're sentenced to be sent off to prison. Let's continue.
gasping your breath and
Profile murder case over in Catawba County involving Eddie Green. Scott, I asked about his bond set in that case. It was only $100,000.
And I know some of you all are gasping your breath and saying, well, what do the people expect? Because number one, this man is already out on bond for another murder charge. And what he do? He go kill 2 more people. And it's not no speculation. Because family, let me tell you this also before we start this video. Jamar Propst told the police everything. He basically told the Morganton Police Department that his baby mama / girlfriend, Tosha Lewis, set the whole thing up. And the only thing he done.
And so he's dating her. So she dating a man that be unaliving people. Let's continue.
Pulled the trigger. And he basically told the Morganton Police Department that his baby mama / girlfriend, Tosha Lewis, set the whole thing up. And the only thing he done was pull the trigger and killed them. But he learned about the money through her. Now think about this, family. Here you are, telling your co-workers that you're coming to a lot of money, but you're not realizing that this the same person who's going to end your life along with your spouse, all over some money that your family left you. And let's begin.
Chilling new details in a murder investigation out of Burke County. That's where a pair is accused of killing 2 people over a $75,000 inheritance. A new search warrant says a parks employee discovered shovels hidden in the brush near a patch of fresh dirt. That's where they found the bodies of 31-year-old Raheim Murray and 39-year-old Carla Murray. The 2 were married to one another.
And now, family, this story first came to light Tuesday, July the 21st, inside the great state of North Carolina, inside the great city of Morganton, where we have 31-year-old Raheim Murray, who was found deceased after being shot to death, and his body was thrown off a nature trail in a park named Benfield Park. And for all my people in the Morganton area, I am quite sure that you all are very familiar with this park and probably even went there. Now, fast forward roughly 4 days later, Saturday, July the 25th, that's when his wife...
Advertisement, y'all.
Weeknight wins. Get unlimited games or activities.
39-year-old, I am quite sure that you all are very familiar with this park and probably even went there. Now, fast forward roughly 4 days later, Saturday, July the 25th, that's when his wife, 39-year-old Carla Murray body was found deceased, and also she was shot to death. And they found her body about approximately 100 feet from her husband, Raheim Murray. But what's so troubling is the fact that Raheim Murray was not murdered on July 21st. And also, Carla Murray was not murdered on July the 25th. They was actually murdered, you all, yes, Monday, July the 13th. So that means their body been out there for over a week. And Carla's body was out there close to 2 weeks. Think about that, family.
That's insane. All over money that was given to her, you unalived her and her husband over money that somebody blessed them with and left them with. What? Let's continue.
All over Monday, July the 13th. So that means they body been out there for over a week. And Carla's body was out there close to 2 weeks. Think about that, family. All over $75,000. Money that belongs to them. So here we have two people who have lost their life over $75K. But this goes to show you what people really think about you. And also, just because you work with somebody does not mean that person is your friend. And that also don't mean that this person has your best interest at heart. And more than anything, just because you're happy that you're getting something does not mean that people are going to be happy for you. And if you're blessed to receive a large sum of money, keep it to yourself. You cannot even tell your friends and also your family. So why would you go tell strangers? It wasn't like...
Yeah, and that's the whole thing too. Just because you work with somebody does not mean that they're your friend. You know, a friendship takes a while to build. A friendship, you know, you get to really get to know somebody. It's one thing to casually talk to people, but a real friendship is people that you actually know, that have like your phone number. You have them on social media. You actually know them. You actually grew up with them. Those are people that you actually know. Now, you can meet people at a job and you can become cool with them, and you can have their phone number and you can talk to them on the phone and grow a friendship with them. But again, you got to take it slow with all that. There's a lot of people who think within 6 months or within a year that somebody is, you know, they a trustworthy friend that you can tell everything to. But really, that takes years, that takes a lot of months, and it takes how much are they showing to you that they really your friend, just as much as you showing to them that they are that you're really their friend. So it's all of that in place. But I would not tell nobody who I've only known maybe a year or two about no $75,000 that I just met at a job, and not somebody. I would only be telling people that I've known for years, 3+, 5+, or something like that. Shoot, the balance may even determine who I would tell. Come on, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Tosha Lewis, keep it to yourself. You cannot even tell your friends and also your family. So why would you go tell strangers? It wasn't like Tosha Lewis and Carla Murray was friends once again. They was only co-workers. And let's continue.
A new search warrant reveals a possible motive for the killings: money. 36-year-old Jamar Propst and 36-year-old Tosha Lewis are both now facing murder charges. Court records show Carla Murray and Lewis previously worked together at a smoke shop, and Lewis learned Murray had inherited $75,000.
And now just think about this, family, and picture this. Just picture you're working with someone, and for a whole year, you was telling this person, along with other people, that you was receiving a large sum of money, $75,000.
So she worked with her for a year. I wouldn't be telling nobody that I just worked with for a year. I may be friends with them, I may go kick it. You know, I wouldn't even mention. If I did say, I'll say, oh, I had a relative who passed. Yeah, like I'm gonna be getting some things that they left me. Boom. That's the end of that conversation. You know, because in more cases, more likely than not, basically is what I'm trying to say, more likely than not, they already know that it's money. So you don't need to say the amount to make people to put more of a target on your back. You don't need to say the amount of money to put more of a target on your back. Oh, you know, most people already know that if a person gets an inheritance, that's because the person is no longer here, and more likely than not, they didn't left them money, they left them a house, they left them, you know, things of high value. And you already know that, and the person already knows that. They don't need to know what it was that they left you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family, because people will get jealous very, very fast, wanting the same type of things as you. And I don't know what made this woman and her dude believe that you would get anything if you unalived them. You ain't on their inheritance, because you would have to be on their inheritance. And if they pass away, the inheritance, the actual inheritance, is going to go to the next person in line. You're not related to them, so you wouldn't get nothing anyway. That was just dumb. Let's continue.
To be exact. And now just think about this, family, and picture this. Just picture you're working with someone, and for a whole year, you was telling this person, along with other people, that you was receiving a large sum of money, $75,000 to be exact. And once you received that money, that person you was talking to, as in the case of this story, Tosha Lewis, she starts setting her plan into motion to rob you, and not only rob you, but to kill you. And I'm sure Carla Murray did not think anything of it, because once again, like I stated in the beginning of the video, you would think that people will be happy for you. You would think that someone would love to see somebody else getting blessed. But as you all know, the day and age we live in, you cannot tell nobody anything, because number one, you cannot trust everyone. And also, especially when it comes to money, you all already know money make people do strange things. And you would think if Tosha Lewis really needed some money that bad, she could have came and asked Carla Murray for a few $1,000s. And maybe Carla Murray would have gave her the money. But what Tosha Lewis do? She plots and planned a way to take all the money. Think about that, family. That goes to show you right there the kind of people we are dealing with. And now this next part is going to show you all just how diabolical and how deceptive people can be. And like I tell you all, the only way the devil can enter your home is you got to open the door. And that's exactly what Carla Murray did. But little did she know that would be the last time that she would be able to open her door physically. And let's continue.
We're told Lewis went to Murray's home, claiming she and Propst had been fighting. But after Raheim and Carla Murray fell asleep, police say Lewis let Propst into the home, where he shot and killed the couple in their bed.
And now just...
Wow. As a person who always wanted to do this job, just wow. Wow. You went and lied to her and said you and your dude was fighting and that you needed to stay there. She let you stay there. Y'all all lay down, her and her husband in their room, you on their couch or in their guest room, and all of a sudden you creeping out the guest room or creeping off the couch, letting your dude in. He comes in and unalives them in their bed, and that is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Man, you can't tell nobody no stuff like this about you getting no inheritance or nothing like that. And the crazy part is, the money is probably, I'm sure, in the bank. In the bank, not just laying around in her house. So how you gonna get the money out? You don't know her PIN numbers or nothing like that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Picture if you're at home.
Propst had been fighting. But after Raheim and Carla Murray fell asleep, police say Lewis let Propst into the home, where he shot and killed the couple in their bed.
And now, just picture if you're at home and all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door. And you go to your door and it's your co-worker. Pops up out of the middle of nowhere. Never been to your home before. Never asked you for anything before. But all of a sudden, after you receive your $75,000 life inheritance, that's when this person pop up. That
is, and I know what Trey is getting ready to say, exactly what I'm getting ready to say now, is absolutely suspicious. How the heck did you find my house? How the heck do you know where I live? What the heck are you doing here? That would be exactly what I would be saying. Then I'll be thinking about all the things that I told you. Then I'll be like, oh no, you gotta go. I'm sorry you and your dude fighting, but y'all gotta go. Cause yeah, my alarm bells will be going off that I know you there because you wanna borrow some money, you need something, you want something. No, bye-bye. If you need something to borrow something, we'll talk about it at work tomorrow. Peace out. And you know, I can see what I can do. If I even want to. Let's continue.
That was the first sign. Pops up out of the middle of nowhere. Never been to your home before. Never asked you for anything before. But all of a sudden, after you receive your $75,000 life inheritance, that's when this person pop up. That right there was the first sign. Like I told you all in the beginning of the video, there's always a sign. And I'm quite sure on that fateful Monday night on July the 13th, Carla Murray did not think this woman was over there to plot and plan to set them up to get killed. So what did she do? She lets her in, trying to help her. A woman trying to help another woman. Now, think of the way that Tosha Lewis came to the house. She came to the house basically stating that her boyfriend, the murderer, Jamar Propst, had jumped on her, basically playing on Carla Murray's weakness. Now, ask yourself this, family. If you have a co-worker and she's a female and you're a woman and she comes to your house crying, looking like somebody done beat her up, what you gonna do? You're probably gonna most likely help that person. But Carla Murray made one mistake. When Tosha Lewis came and said that Jamar Propst had jumped on her, Carla Murray should have asked her, did you call the police? And also, do you need me to call the police? And that would set everything into motion right there, which means that they would not have been able to commit that murder.
Facts. Because I would be like, do you need me to call the police? Because she probably would have been like, no, I just need a place to stay. Well, if you need a place to stay, we can get you a hotel or something. Shoot. Let's continue.
Not that night, or did you call the police? And also, do you need me to call the police? And that would set everything into motion right there, which means that they would not have been able to commit that murder. Not that night, or maybe they could have did it another night. But think about that though, family. That would have been the first thing I would have asked. Did you call the police? Well, you know what? I'm going to call the police. And guess what Tosha Lewis would have done most likely? She would have told her no. Of course she would have told her no, because number one, you're getting the police involved. So if you have somebody come to your home and they're saying somebody had jumped on them, and you just received a large amount of money, the best thing to do is ask them, did they call the cops? And if they say they didn't call the cops, most likely they are lying. They are trying to set you up, or it's something else nefarious going on. Let's close up.
Afterwards, police say Lewis and Propst used the couple's phones to transfer money to themselves and also moved into the Murray's home along with their 4 children.
And now
What? I'm telling you. These stories just, I'm telling you, this is why, this is almost like me always wanting to be a homicide detective doing this type of stuff and breaking down these types of reactions. After they unalived them, they stayed there with their remains in their bed and moved in with their 4 children. This other couple moved into these people's house with their 4 children, with 2 people unalived in another room. What? I'm telling you, these reactions never surprise me. Just like, just like me always wanting to be a homicide detective. And even like when I watched the first 48, certain things just be like, wow, what? And the same thing here when I do these reactions. That's why I do them. It's absolutely insane if people just do the most craziest things. This is insane. Let's continue.
Closing. Here's
the couple's phones to transfer money to themselves and also moved into the Murray's home along with their 4 children.
And now in closing, here's the sad part, family. Not only did Tosha Lewis set Carla Murray up along with her husband Raheim Murray, but after the couple went to sleep, that's when Tosha Lewis left out the back door, left it open, and the snake, Jamar Propst, creeps into the house, goes towards the bedroom.
Advertisement, yeah.
Because once again, that's when Tosha Lewis left out the back door, left it open, and the snake, Jamar Propst, creeps into the house, goes towards the bedroom. Because once again, the couple is in their bedroom asleep, not thinking that anything could go wrong, because they're supposed to be in the safety of their home. And the way Jamar Propst killed the married couple was by using a .22 caliber handgun. Shot Carla Murray along with Raheim Murray multiple times in the head. Ultimately,
and exactly where I said that they did it at, I knew it. I didn't even say it yet, but I knew that he did it in the head. I knew it because that's what they do. That's what a true uncivilized mutt does. That needs to be locked away. And you got to remember again, he was out on bond, only $1 million bond for unaliving somebody else. So I already knew all this. Let's continue. As a person who always wanted to do this job, I knew it. Let's continue.
In their life. And the way Jamar Propst killed the married couple was by using a .22 caliber handgun. Shot Carla Murray along with Raheim Murray multiple times in the head, ultimately ending their life. And what he does after he takes their life, he props their face up, use their face to unlock the phone so he can access their cash app, where he took $19,000. And after
Oh, it just continues to get worse, yo. After he unalived them, he propped them up in the bed after they were gone, after their spirits left their body and went to the Lord and Savior. He propped them up in the bed, put their phones to their faces, unlocked their phones, and transferred $1,900 from each of their cash apps. That is insane. Let's continue.
Turned the $19,000 their life. He props their face up, use their face to unlock the phone so he can access their cash app, where he took $19,000. And after transferring the $19,000 to Tosha Lewis' account, that's when the couple cleaned the home up and placed the married couple, Raheim Murray, along with Carla Murray body inside of Jamar Prost's Buick. And the body stayed there for roughly a day before he went and dumped the body off in a park, where the bodies were ultimately found on July 21st and also July 25th. But what makes it so sad, for roughly a day, the married couple, Raheim Murray, along with Carla Murray body inside of Jamar Prost's Buick. And the body stayed there for roughly a day before he went and dumped the body off in a park, where the bodies were ultimately found on July 21st and also July 25th. But what makes it so sad also, family, is the fact that after he killed the couple, took their money, and after disposing of the bodies, that's when the couple moved their 4 kids inside of the married couple home. Think about that, family. Just think how low down you gotta be, number one, to murder somebody, to rob them, kill them, dump their bodies off, and then move your family inside of their home. Now, the way that Tosha Lewis was caught, she was caught driving, yes, Carla Murray, Durango. Still had this woman.
Dumb. So you kept the car and continued to drive it after you unalived them in their home, used their iPhones, unlocked their phones, transferred $1,900 to all of y'all cash apps, and and then continue to drive their car and live in their house. Let's continue.
Vehicle almost 2 weeks later after she was caught driving, yes, Carla Murray, Durango. Still had this woman vehicle almost 2 weeks later after she had set Carla Murray up along with her husband to be killed. But this goes to show you all today that you cannot help everyone. And also what this story should show you all is the fact that if you do have money or anything of value in your home, jewelry or anything, keep it to yourself. Because as you all can see, not everyone is happy for you. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see you all soon on the next Trey King Show. And I'm out.
Yeah, that is crazy, yeah. She told her co-worker about her getting this family inheritance, a person that she did not really know that well, and they unalived her and her husband in their house. Oh my. That's crazy. That is crazy, y'all. Yeah, you got to be absolutely careful with who you tell things to. She didn't really know her anyway. to be telling her about her family inheritance. I think she said that she only been at the job for a year, or the lady's only been at the job for a year. One of them has only been at the job for a year, or both of them have only been at the job for a year. You should really, if you meet a coworker and become friends with them, you should really take time to really get to know them. They should be coming to your house, see what they're really like, see about the people that they're connected with, who they're dating, who they're married to, all that. Because obviously this lady was dating a no good anyway, that was out on bond for first-degree unaliving, and he didn't mind unaliving again when his girlfriend said, hey, I know some people who got some money. That is absolutely insane. That is absolutely crazy. I don't even know what else to even say. As a person who always wanted to do this job, I just don't understand why somebody would unalive somebody unless they're putting your life in danger. As a person who always wanted to do this job, and obviously due to my limitation with one of my eyes, cannot do it. But I will be fighting for justice right here using my platform here. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description, along with my social media. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram, because I post over there as well too. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Again, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram, because I post over there as well too. The links to all of that, the original video and my social media, will be pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Let me know about the civil rights attorneys involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved, where I can join them in the fight for justice for you or your loved one. If the situation does involve a friend or a loved one, and the same thing applies to you as well, see if they want to come onto the channel and tell their story about the situation involving the police or whoever it involves. If they don't want to come on and tell their story, you as the friend or relative can come on and tell the story for them, or you guys can write a public statement, and then I'll pull the public information and get it out there that way. Either way works. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family, and prayers go out to this family for what happened to them. And this is absolutely a shame, and I hope this other couple get what's coming to them and get a long prison sentence. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.